This is that once in a lifetime.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy ZakNoC here. Thank you so much for tuning into the bi-weekly r/NoCNotes feedback show. God, guys, I'm tired today. I had a very busy week. As you know, I'm a university dweller, so it's midterms this week. I'm really glad that's over. Really glad to be back here hanging out with you guys, but because I was so busy, I literally had to bang out my cipher entry like last night, so it was very last minute stuff. It's cold as hell up in here in Langley, British Columbia today. Up in Canada, so I'm wearing my polar bear gear. My mama, she calls this my polar bear hoodie. Oh, fuck's sakes. I'm tired as hell, guys. I'm tired as hell. You can already tell. I'm talking about what my mama calls this hoodie. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are enjoying the new year so far. We had a hell of a new Music Friday yesterday. Jesus Christ. What dropped yesterday? Yeah, you guys, I know you guys are all out there bumping that new Macklemore. Yeah, that new Macklemore album. No, we're not bumping the new Macklemore. I don't know. There's a massive delay between when I'm saying stuff today, guys, and when things are actually like going to the stream. As I look at this, let's see. We got Blood Red and Two-Face Media going back and forth in my chat. Love seeing you guys both in here. You guys are goats. Especially Blood Red this week. Thank you for fucking participating. I can't give anything away. But I'm very excited about how the cipher entries went this week. Actually. So I am going to dive right into it, actually. I've got the order up in front of me. So I've got it randomized. So for those of you who don't know, I never remember to explain this in the other feedback shows. In case someone just happens upon this one day and has no idea what's going on. I run a subreddit called r/NoCNotes on Reddit on r/NoCNotes. We do little competitions. We do like little beat challenges. We do like cipher entries and stuff. So like rappers and producers can go and test each other's skills against one another. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, if it sounds like something that you think is cool, check out the description. Description has a link to the subreddit. You can find more information on the subreddit. I've been really lazy with my description so far, so sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, the subreddit's got everything you need to know. So if you want feedback to your stuff, then come let me know. You can drop it in the sub. Me and Cliff are still working on our podcast situation, so we're gonna need some music to react to. So if you got songs that you want to drop in there and you don't want to participate in the challenges, that's totally cool too. Do your thing. Okay. So without further ado, what I am gonna do is just dive right into the cipher. So we had everyone who participated last week participated again this week, myself included. Thank you guys. It's really nice to have consistent faces in here. I'm just gonna come right out and say, guys, the cipher entries this week were absolutely incredible. I'm actually so impressed with what you guys managed to put together for this week. I think it is a very, very cool set of tracks that we've got rocking with here. So I'm just going to kick it off with my boy Cliff. He's who the contest mode has picked to go first today. So without further ado, we are going to listen to Cliff's cipher entry, A New Era, produced by Jester. That's right. Yes. Another thing that I always forget to do. The beat for this week is produced by Jester, JESTER, on SoundCloud. Also goes by Uncle Deed It on the subreddit. Shout out to my boy. He is amazing. And yeah, it was Redistopheles, U/Redistopheles, also known as Blood Red on SoundCloud. He won our last cipher. So he is the person who chose our theme for this week, which is overcoming struggle. Look what I did. So we're going to overcome some struggles this morning. Like that Macklemore album. No, I'm playing no hate to Macklemore, but like, you have fucking Tones and I on the intro, man. Come on, bro. Come on. The Slow Tie album was crazy, though, actually, before I get into this, just very, very quickly. If you guys like off-the-wall shit at all, if you guys have been Slow Tie fans up to this point, he just dropped his best album. Check that shit out. Ugly is streaming now. Okay, but back to what we were actually here to do. I've got A New Era, produced by Jester, by my boy Cliff. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what he's cooked up for us.
Yo. Let's talk about how this is a new era for me. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A year and a half ago, I had a bill working towards a necktie. Dead guy, ready to fucking fly into the next life. Broke down soul, who can never get my shit right for real, yo. Lost inside of life's idea of deadlights. Couldn't find a will to live, but pressed forward like a zombie, just trying to find a fuck to give. Then I found this bomb ass person called a therapist. Got medicated, now I've earned a pretty fucking girl to kiss. Got my first feet dropping March 10th with this banging ass Canadian name Zagnoc. With bars that could crystallize the crack of fucking towing. Went from being hopeless to steadily growing, 180 on the motive. So I am here to high five myself and give notice. This is my world and my main goal is to own it. So anyone trying to find me, I'll be at the top, the only place I deserve to be.
Woo!
Cause it's a new fucking era, dog.
A new era indeed.
Cause it's a new fucking era, dog.
What is it?
Cause it's a new fucking era, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing it in with me.
Can we just take a second? Can we just take a second before I get into fucking gassing up my boy Cliff here? Before I get gassing up my boy Cliff here, I got to take a second to gas up Jester, because holy fuck, this beat was so much fun to play with this week. Shout out to Redistopheles for picking it, and shout out to Jester for fucking making it, because that shit is hard. That shit was so much fun. It's got so much bounce to it. It's got such a cool groove. I had so much fun with it. Evidently, my boy Cliff also had a lot of fun with it. All right. So I'm gonna be very transparent, guys. I'm gonna be very transparent. This is going to be the worst feedback show I ever do. The worst one. I am never going to do one worse than this. And it's because everyone really fucking brought their A game this round. Like, everyone really brought like something unique to the table that made their entry stand out amongst the rest of them. And it was really nice to see it. Like, it was really cool to see it. Because like, this is by far, like, I've done, I don't know, we're probably going on like the 6th, 7th, 8th feedback show now. Since the old ones I was doing on the Warzone, and then these ones now, this is the best Cypher like quality consistency I've ever seen, that I've ever seen you guys do. So shout out to you. On the specific note of my boy Cliff, the king of personality, is in here. Okay, so this is exemplary of what I'm talking about when I say that personality means so much when you are making music and when you are rapping. The character that you portray yourself as on a microphone is so important. And the thing that I love about Cliff is that he's really fucking funny. He's really good at being tongue-in-cheek with his bars and kind of having like a very playful disposition while he's on a microphone. And he can even say some like very serious shit and it still comes off in kind of like a dominant way. He's dominating the microphone. He is leading. That's the thing about hip-hop, is hip-hop is very much, most of the time, doesn't strictly need to be, but most conventionally, hip-hop is going to be a genre where the microphone, the person holding the microphone, is at the forefront. He's commanding the audience. He's trying to command your attention in this direction or that direction. He wants to sound authoritative. And Cliff is somebody who's extremely good at sounding authoritative on the microphone while also still sounding approachable, funny, personable. When it comes to personality, when it comes to showing me himself, I think Cliff did better than anyone else this week. Yeah, you guys got to pull it up on the personality digs. Listen to Cliff. Listen to what Cliff is doing, and then like take some notes, because those little like cracks in his voice, those little like extra inflections, the kind of like laughing, that shit is like really endearing. It is like really, it makes your shit really approachable. So like those are some solid. It's like a really charismatic delivery. I mean, if you need to like, you know, if you need some work on cadence, okay? If you need some cadence practice, Cliff is a great place to look. He's very, very good with that. So the only thing that I really had is as like far as feedback, and like I said, it's going to be kind of lazy feedback this week because I really fucking liked all the entries. The mix needs tightening. We haven't listened to it yet, but my boy Different Bus 2005, /Different Bus 2005 on the subreddit. I saw he's got a new SoundCloud name rocking right now, so I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna check it out. I'll talk about his mixing a little bit later, but Cliff, like, maybe reach out to him for some pointers, because even I think I saw you in a comment on the actual subreddit. You were saying that you really liked his mixing as well, and that also stuck out to me this week. So really, really wicked entry, Cliff. Really high quality entry. I really do think that lyrically and delivery wise, you really pushed this to the edges of the boundaries that it could reach. You really took it and you ran with it and you made it go as far as it could go. The only caveat for me was, like I said, the only thing that wasn't perfected was mix. Everything else, I would say I wouldn't recommend changing anything. I think that you had an idea, you capitalized on that idea, and you did really well with that idea. And you guys might find that for the most part, a lot of my feedback for a lot of you guys is going to be very similar to that today. But yep, King of Personality stays killing it. That's right. That's what I have written down here on my little sheet, is that the King of Personality stays killing it. And that is absolutely what he fucking brought this week. Shout out to Cliff. Absolutely excellent, man. Absolutely excellent. You know what? Speaking of different busts, I guess we're going to jump into his stuff next. Let's see what we are rocking with. Okay. And then... Here, I lost it. Give me one sec, guys. I'm not a professional at this anymore. I'm just some guy at a garage in Canada. But I got cool posters on my walls. I absolutely do. I'm very into my cool posters. All right. Hope you guys are staying hydrated out there. I hope everybody is staying hydrated out there. You gotta stay hydrated, man. That's good for your health. I'm going to remind you every time, every day, go drink water. If you haven't had water yet this morning, because I know one of you dirty motherfuckers has not cleaned out your shit today, okay? You go walk to the sink right now. You go get a cup. You fucking turn that bitch on. You go turn that bitch on. You fill up your cup, and you take a goddamn sip, bro. Like that, you take a sip. It's good for you. Go do that. Okay. Next up. Different Bus 2005, u/different-bus-2005 on the subreddit now goes by... What does he go by? It was by Broken Twins. In brackets, We Need to Be Productions on the subreddit. This one's called Overcoming. It's produced by Jester. Let's see what we got.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I made it out the hood. Now I moved up in the woods. You wouldn't find a neighbor if you search for miles. Yeah. Even if you could, then I really wish you would invite them so they could check up on my style. Now sit down. I'ma be here for a while. Don't mean to be hostile. My rhymes is so wild. Adapt to the beat. I spit so versatile. My phone they all down. So cold. I know how it feels to be the middle child. I endure through the bullshit. Me looking for a better place, that's the culprit. Reaching new places so high like a pulpit. Used to have the hammer, but now I don't really pull it. Yeah, I've been through it all, now I gotta persevere. Selling dope was a dream, thought I'd make it a career. My vision was blurred, now I see it crystal clear.
I'm so sorry,
telling all my haters that this is my year. Now raise up the volume so you can really hear. My music gets plays, you can call me Shakespeare. My money tight clothes, so they call me a queer. Had to wake up in the morning, walk to school with no fear. Yeah, I spit it so raw, everything I see is real. Reaches on my soul like I'm signing a deal. Had to find my dad to express how I feel. Had so many layers that I'm hard to appeal. Mama caught me with fire. I guess I had a desire to live and I conspire. Get money for new attire for the skill that I just acquired. Forget everything prior like Kanye go through the wire. Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Check it out.
You hear that? You hear that? Like, look, check it out, yo. Did you hear that? I heard that. All right. Right there. That was my boy Broken Twins. Also known as We Need to Be Productions, also known as u/Different Bus 2005 on the subreddit. My boy. Oh boy. Sorry, I just saw my microphone clip there. That's my bad. My boy. That is the best cipher entry you've ever given me. That's it. That's the best one. And best. Okay, we'll move on to the next. No, I'm totally playing. It is the best cipher entry you've ever given me, though. Hands down. You sound funky as hell over that. You had some like really funny punchlines. I really liked how the verse closed out flow-wise. I thought that was really, really dope. But yeah, you brought like such a nice swag to your delivery with this one. And like, you know, you got like I don't know if it's like a slight accent or something like that, but I noticed it present in like all of your shit. And it really works well when you're like kind of vibing in this very fluid, like bouncy kind of flow. It like works really well for your voice and I super fuck with it. There's like, you know, there is a couple of like slight falling off tempos, like very slight though. Like it's, you know, compared to like the very first cipher entry that I ever went back and listened to of yours, like, man, it's night and day. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think you do a little bit more trap shit, but if you don't do boom bap as often and you're just doing it in these like ciphers because we keep throwing fucking boom bap beats at you, man, you're really versatile and I really dig what you do. I don't have any major critiques on this one, to be honest. I mean, I like how everything is coming together. I think the lyrics that you wrote, you did the lyrics that you wrote almost the maximum amount of justice you possibly could have. I really think that for what you wrote, it was well delivered. It was incredibly mixed. I really want to go in on how well that was mixed, actually, because like the way you had the background, like all the ad-libs and your second layers like put together, it was incredible. Your main lead vocal sounded super clean. Like I want to reach out to you after this for like mixing critiques, because like that was some top-notch mix. I love that. But yeah, man, I really do mean it. I like how everything's coming together here. I think you did the most justice that you could have for the lyrics that you wrote, and you killed it on this beat. So you know what? Honestly speaking, man, another super high quality entry to the cypher today. It's really going to come down to preference in these votes, I think. It's not going to be like an obvious, like someone sticking out, like getting ahead. Like I really do think that this is going to come down to personal preference this week. I apologize once again. I'm sorry that the feedback is kind of mid right now, but I really fuck with all of you guys' cypher entries this round. It was really solid. So shout out to my boy Different Bus. That shit is nice as hell. I really like what your voice does over it. I like a unique voice, doing some hip hop shit. So that was like nice as hell. Yeah, man, just that's it. May the best man win this week, because it's gonna be a fucking tough competition. I really like, you know, usually I could kind of infer what direction is kind of gonna go, but this time I'm blanking. I got no idea. All right. We are going to move on to someone who was a newcomer in our ciphers last week, or not last week, but last round. It's /friendly purchase, friendly purchase 82 on the subreddit. I heard this guy, he was sharing his mixtape on r/making hip hop. Reached out to him, said, hey man, you know, it's cool what you're doing. If you want to improve what you're doing, if you want to get some good feedback, if you want to, you know, work on your craft, and you want to go up against some other folks who have some really good attitudes and are willing to help you out, then yeah, come on through. And you know what? This dude, he came on through. Last cypher entry, he missed a couple of the instructions, but you know what? Instead of getting mad at me for some reason over that, he was a total bro about it. He like noticed it, and he's like, nah, man, I'm just going to come bring it 10 times harder next time. And I love that attitude. And I'm so happy to see my boy Friendly Purchase in here today. So let's go and see. Now, I know that on BandLab he goes by AC Davis. However, I know that he used SoundCloud as requested this time, and I think he has a different name on SoundCloud. But it is /friendly purchase 82 on the subreddit. On SoundCloud, my boy goes by AD Rocky. So let's see what AD Rocky cooked up for us this week. The Struggler, produced by Jester. r/NoCNotes, Cypher Volume 2. Yeah.
Check this out. At the age of 1, my dad and mama came up in this hoe and made your son. A little sister and 4 years later hated, nah, because both of they ass is hella fucking crazy, yeah. By the time my ass had turned 4, mama got with the dude who leave her hurt sore.
It's got a flow to
By
it.
the time my ass had turned 5, man, she stabbed his fucking ass with a slight curve knife. And what about when I turned 7? You guessed it, maybe he would learn his lesson. You guessing wrong, man, my only blessing with my grandma. Custody is what she get to.
Shout out to Grandma.
I turned about 9, motherfucker. Then my mama got us back, have fun crime, motherfucker. Then my daddy got us fucked. My hero's what he was, but I'm out of luck. Cause he raped my little sister, and the family sure to keep that evil shit hidden. Sure, when he was on insurance from getting clipped, your boys crying out when I fucking clips her. In the fucking brain, brought me nothing but shame and some tears in the rain. When I see his ass, you hearing a bang. Kill his soul and his little spirit the same. Then I got up in the city called Walker because I beat his ass at 15 for talking shit. Dealt with my mama's little shitty ass talker. Told him I'ma kill him, and if he starts walking, motherfucking over me, because I've had enough of it and ovaries. Isn't what the fuck I have, he moved over me to my awesome grandma, and now you see. Everyone expected me to be a high school dropout, but I'm not, how about it? I'm in college and I got $1,000 to my freaking name and a really awesome car.
I commend you on the length of this.
Because I'm only 18, bitches be in shame.
That's right, that's our boy AD Rocky, The Struggler, produced by Jester. It goes by /friendly purchase 82 on the subreddit. I'm automatically going to give our boy the most improved. I'm going to give my boy the most improved award of the week. Because if you heard his last entry, admittedly, the quality was a lot lower than that. You know what? We came out and we gave our boy some advice. last round of how he could improve some of what he was doing. And once again, he took that. He had a great attitude about it, and he came back and he improved his fucking music. He made it better. He gave us a better cipher entry this round that I like a lot. It's got a lot of qualities to it that I think are a massive improvement. And the first one I'm going to start off with is your flow, man. So it is a crazy improvement from what you were doing on the first one. You were switching flows on the first one, I think like every 2 to 4 bars. Like it was too much. It was really hard to kind of keep track of and bob your head along to. I gave you some advice on timing to the drums, that sort of thing. And I see that you really like tightened up that whole, flow switch up thing that you were doing last round. So I think that you might still be overusing your flow switch ups just a little bit. But it's a massive, massive step in the right direction, and immediately what you're doing has improved massively for it. So I think that as you get more comfortable with like flow consistency, because the thing is like when you have a consistent flow, it can get boring. So you need to make your voice interesting and your cadence interesting, and your background vocals interesting so that you have your rhythmic component, but it's also not getting stale. So I think that's the balance that you need to try and strike next is kind of finding that pocket and riding in that pocket and finding ways that aren't flow switch ups to kind of like fill in that that energy and that attention gap. So the only other thing that I want to talk to you about is that the way you're drawing out your words and your syllables. So a little earlier when I was talking to Cliff, I was talking about how much authority that he has on the microphone. One of the things that Cliff does that I noticed is most of the time he will emphasize the ending syllable of a word. When he's saying stuff, he'll always emphasize the end syllable because it gives like a very definitive like kind of stamp to the end of the bar. It caps it off really nicely. And I think that what you're doing is you're actually emphasizing like consonants in the word just a little bit more. There was, there's kind of, if there was like in there, you said something little sister, you really emphasize the little as opposed to the little, at the end there. And I think that emphasizing the tull, would have been a little bit better because it's got more like of an authoritative kind of end. I'm explaining this like shit. I know I am. But if you're emphasizing too much in like the middle of the word, it kind of sounds like a little sloppier. So not only to clean up, but also to sound a little bit more authoritative on the microphone. I think that could help you out a lot. So just pay attention to where you're hanging your syllables. I'm not going to tell you where to hang your syllables, but you're doing it in the middle of the word right now. I might focus a little bit harder on the rhyming syllables and really making those pop with the way that you deliver them. But all in all, it is a massive, massive improvement from last round to this round. I can't believe that you were able to kind of get what we were saying that quickly and just put it into effect that quickly. Bravo, man. Please keep posting because if you're making massive improvements like that, I want to keep seeing it. And you know what? In no time, you'll be winning one of these fucking things. So keep going, man. Keep going. 18 years old? Shit, man. When I was your age, I decided to take 6 years off because I didn't think I was good enough. So don't be me. Keep on doing what you're doing because I'm digging it. But yeah, you want your stuff to sound like authoritative. You don't want it to sound kind of lackadaisical. And right now, I think you're skewing a little bit more in that lackadaisical vibe. But all in all, most improved for sure. Way to fucking go. Friendly purchase, also known as 80 Rocky on SoundCloud. My boy. Okay. Next up, because I always close these out with my cipher entry, but we got one more from my boy Redistopheles, also known as Blood Red. I have become a massive fan of this guy very, very quickly. He started participating in some of these ciphers a little while ago. Him and I got to talking about some things. I'm not gonna go into any details or anything, but like this guy has been sleeping on himself. He's been out here sleeping on himself. And I'm doing everything in my power to get him to wake up. And I think there's a lot of people in here who really want him to do the same. Jester, sound off. All right. This one is For the Better. This is by Redistopheles or Blood Red on SoundCloud. It's also produced by Jester. Fucking check this out, guys.
and gentlemen,
Check this out.
Conceived at 19, I was a father by the age of 20. Get up on my mama just to minimize the worry for me. Kept paying bills when I could, cause the family gone. We working doubles trying to reconcile my lack of money. My dad got in some trouble, lost his leg as a junkie. I met him when I was 10, so our relationship started. But I needed the space to parent with my baby mother, so we moved in together, even though we didn't know each other. It was fine until it wasn't. I ain't know nobody nothing, let alone a motherfucker raise her hands against my woman. So I sent his ass booking and we struggled for a couple months, working night shifts, scraping by with a couple bucks, grinding for my son. He ain't never missed a Christmas. Then my luck changed, fell into a different type of business, made it out the hood into the land of six figures. Now the family doing good and I can breathe for a fucking minute.
And he can breathe for a fucking minute. Y'all. This man is an incredible storyteller. I'm telling you what. He's incredible at a lot of things. Jesus Christ. So this was the last one I listened to last night. When I was up at like 2 o'clock this morning, checking out all these cipher entries. This is the last one I listened to. It was the last one that was submitted. Except for mine, because my late ass was super late to my own cipher. But what I wrote down here, I'll read it to you verbatim. All right, I officially fucking give up this week. I'm giving you all like compound feedback because y'all all just did so fucking great this week, yo. Holy shit. In all capitals. That is what I wrote. For our boy Redistopheles. I'm off it. I don't have anything that isn't like nitpicky to critique this with. Sure, I could go and point out that the mix isn't like as clean as what like Different Bus was doing, and you know the background kind of layering isn't as complex as what he was doing. But like that's the only real critique that I can give this thing, man. Like it's just like Cliff's. It's like the personality is so strong there. But the thing that I love about Red's shit is that he's got such a swag to him. There's like this involuntary kind of like just coolness that comes out when he's rapping. And that's something that I don't fucking have at all. I got to try so hard to sound cool on a microphone. This guy just speaks. It doesn't matter how many goddamn bars he's doing. It always sounds crazy. He always sounds like the coolest fucking guy in the room doing shit. Like I don't have advice on how to replicate that, but Blood, I think you are in the chat. If you could like get in there and fucking drop some advice for some of these people, if you could make a post on the subreddit at some time, man, with just like any mental whatever you got, like, bro, shout out to you because you are just, God damn it, dude. I'm so happy that you're in here. I'm very excited to be working with you as well. We got some work coming out. That we're doing, which is very cool. Me and Cliff got some work we doing. Oh yeah, Cliff. No, I'm definitely down for that. I don't know if you noticed, I got Blood on one of the demos that I sent you to put a verse on. So I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Fucking get me my shit back. I see you in this chat. You obviously got time this weekend. Go lay down those 8 bars. I want the other 8 from Case, and then I'm giving it right back to Red. Let's go. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Red. I don't have good advice for you this week because I think that you're rapping at a level that is a little bit too high for me to be able to critically look at in like the capacity of I just like from a creative standpoint, I don't really know where I can point this out. I don't really know what I could point to aside from mixed stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's gonna have to be the advice on this round. Is like I think that you should reach out. I think that Cliff should reach out. I think that Friendly Purchase should reach out to our boy Different Bus 2005 because he's the one like who's the mix god for this track for sure. If you guys could like bring that level of mix to the verses that you guys deliver, holy fuck, dude. Everyone took the theme and they fucking ran with it this week. Everyone just like that flow also. I don't even know if I gassed up that flow yet. God damn it, dude. Like I love how you always give me Outcast vibes. I don't think it's the accent. Maybe it is and I'm just stupid, but you do give me Outcast vibes. You have some very versatile flows and they're always extremely creative. So that's the thing is like when I say compound feedback, when I wanted to give everyone compound feedback this week, what I was meaning is I was going to say like Cliff, like everybody, so basically everyone has something to learn from the way that Different Bus mixed that shit. Everyone has something to learn from that. Everyone has something to learn from that. When it comes to flow, when it comes to delivery, and when it comes to precision, I think that everyone has a lot to learn from what Blood Red did this week. I think that everyone has a lot to learn. For example, Cliff, you might have, brought it out just a little bit more on the personality, in my personal opinion. I think that you beat it on the personality front. But I definitely do think that Blood had you on that flow shit. And it was still a great flow. Don't get me wrong. You have great flows. But if you could get on that level of like precision that he's rocking with, it would have been fucking insane. Like it could have been even more insane. Fucking like, where was I? Like Cliff. Yeah. Like, I mean, everyone could take a page out of Cliff's book and what he is doing when it comes to the personality digs. Like I was saying, I could take a lot out of that book. Fucking, you guys can learn a lot from like what our boy AD Rocky is doing just on like the sort of open-endedness. Like when you're new at this, there is a lot of like just raw creative energy that you have that you might not consider. So even though it is one of those things that where he is newer, there's you still got shit to learn from him too about the way that he is approaching these things, because he's gonna have ideas. He's not used to the rules that we have baked into us yet. So he's going to come and bring out these way more creative vibes sometimes. So every single person, yeah, Cliff, he didn't body your flow, dog. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that he bodied your flow. What I'm trying to say is that he just had that like chef's kiss level of precision, and that I think everyone could learn a lot from. So like everyone in here has a lot to teach each other. And I think that is what I wanted to be the takeaway this week. I might be explaining it like shit. Guys, I was up till 3:00 in the morning listening to these cipher entries, making sure I got my cipher done on time, all this shit. Like it was a late one for me, y'all. It was a late one for me. So I'm sorry if my feedback today is kind of mid. I hope we're all in here having a good time though. Can I get a fucking W's in the chat if we're having a good time? I don't know how long it's going to take to get to you guys. But you know what? Whenever it's here, it'll make me feel good. Just drop some W's in the chat for us. Before we move on away from our boy Redistopheles. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Cliff. Thank you. Oh, yay, our timing's improved. That's great. Fucking on this screen, it's showing me shit that happened like almost 5 minutes ago. So, alrighty. Let's see what we're rocking with. Oh, fuck, it's me. Is my cipher entry for this round. Last but not least, so yeah, guys, I think that a lot of the advice, I'll get into it afterwards, of course, but I think a lot of the advice that I have for you guys also applies to me this week. I think that I have a lot to learn from each and every one of y'all. But I do have to admit, I'm super fucking proud of this cipher entry. I really like what I did here. I'll talk more about it after I play it. This one is from myself, u/XVI Music on the subreddit, also known as ZakNoC on this YouTube channel, also known as Zach Tovin when I'm spitting these bars. So yeah, let's see what I was doing. This one is called Can't Fool Me, produced by Jester. It's the r/NoCNotes Cypher 2. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's wet, yo. I never had to pack a pistol in my backpack with a packed lunch. I had withdrawal attacks from crack and smack and all of that stuff. But I'ma take it back to when Crack and Zach was a sack of punk and always catch a flack for not going to classes and packing blunts. It started innocently, was always making tunes and blaze away my blues. I was drunk on the news so ignorantly. Soon I was breaking news, they kicked my ass up out of school for always breaking rules. Was so unlike my little sister Sydney. I was the problem child, getting high, wilding out, minded out that any academic's worth the time amount. Invested all my energy in smoking heavy, Crawler's Mountain. Choices came to educate me what this fucking struggle about. But you look at me now, the dropout lockdown or diploma now. I'm always headed home for college campus crowds. I'm on that dean's list, bitch, no way I'm staying down. A bougie commie Robin Hood, the capitalist capping now. You can't fool me, nah, you can't fool me. Wait for dropping out to locking down a college degree. Got some honors, GPA be 3.93. Sheesh. You can't fool me, nah, you can't fool me. Wait for dropping out to locking down a college degree. Got some honors, GPA be 3.93. Sheesh. No bullshit to any of that, by the way. That's 100% true stories. That is 100% true stories in there. That's right. Big brain over here, y'all. Fuck, I'm glad you guys are digging it. Yeah, no, like I will say, my first bar was very inspired by how Cliff kicked off, because he did that same like would have been kind of thing. So I gotta shout out, I gotta give my flowers to Cliff for inspiring how I kicked that off. Yes, I did put my real ass GPA in there, dude, and a 3.93 is not fucking low. Actually, you know what? It's after this semester it might be a little bit lower. I haven't got my midterms back yet, so I'm not totally sure. But I jumped the year ahead. I decided to start taking classes from the following year because the year I was on was too easy. And I kind of regret it. But yeah, y'all, I had a lot of fun with that. So I like getting thematic. I think that that's my favorite part about these ciphers, is like actually just getting super thematic with this shit, having a good time. The shit that I don't do as much, I try and do it a lot in my own music. It's just, I think that these ciphers have a way of getting me to break out of my creative comfort zone, and my creative topics. Like, I'm constantly writing fucking music about, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, some weird like socialism bars or something. Like, I was a poli-sci major until I pivoted to English, and I still study it as a minor. So I spit a lot of political shit. A lot of like fucking depressing shit too, but I got new shit coming out. Actually, this is a good fucking time to shoehorn that in there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my boy Cliff, he shouted out the god himself, Zach Tovin, on his cipher entry. He also shouted out that him and I have a collab dropping on the 10th of this month. We are going to be dropping a song together. It is going to be available on all of the typical digital streaming platforms. The song is called Kanye Money featuring Cliff. It used to have a longer title. We shortened the title because we didn't want it to get suppressed for having a bad word in it. So I hope you guys really dig that. I did play it on one of the streams here when it was still in like a demo phase, when it didn't have its final verses on it, didn't have it all mixed properly. But yeah, the 10th of March, guys, it's going to be my first time dropping music since my album came out last year. If you haven't heard my album yet, it's called Doubt. I have it tattooed on my fucking arm. I love that record, dude. That is my, here, let me, you guys can't see shit. Yeah, Doubt. There we go. I love that album. I think I've outgrown it, but I still love it. Yeah, shout out to you, 80 Rocky. I'm glad. I'll bring it. I'll bring better shit next week too. I think that everyone just kind of really fucking slaughtered it this week, like yourself included. You really had a solid improvement from like your first cipher entry, and I can't wait to see you keep coming in, because you're one of the people I'm most excited to see every week, because you just surprise me. Like, it's official. You're surprising me now. I didn't expect you to come that hard this time, compared to what you did last time. Way to go, man. Fucking shout out to you. But yeah, Kanye Money featuring Cliff, by Zach Tovin. It comes out on March 10th. I really hope you guys check it out. No music video, unfortunately, because me and Cliff live in like very different parts of the continent. He's over in the Carolinas. I'm over in like fucking British Columbia. I live in like rural, well, not like rural British Columbia. I can drive to Vancouver in like 45 minutes, but you know. It is what it be. It is what it be. So yeah, Kanye Money, March 10th. You guys better check it out. I really appreciate it. And this week, y'all, let me just get back into here. I think that it was a little light when it came to our beat challenge this week. So, looking here, y'all. Thank you very much to our boy Jester, also known as Uncle Deedit on the subreddit. I really appreciate you still coming through and still participating, even though it was a pretty light participation round on the producer side. It is a little easier to fucking, spit a cipher than it is to put a whole ass beat together. We do understand. Hopefully we could get those numbers back up. I mean, I wasn't out there recruiting like I should have been this round, just because, like I said, I had midterms, man. I had to fucking argue all about what were my midterms about? 19th century Canadian literature. And the other one that I had was public debates in politics. I think I killed the second one. I think I did really fucking well on the second one, actually. But yeah, that had the effect of me not having as much time studying for that shit. Had me not having as much time to go out and like recruit and shit. So I'll try and work on producers. I'll try and work on producers for the next round. But for now, what we're actually going to do is, instead of just playing a couple of seconds and then giving feedback, we are going to play the entirety of this beat that Mr. Deedit, that our boy Jester has cooked up for us. We're going to give him his flowers for still participating this week. Thank you very much, my friend. And also we'll crown you the winner by default. Congratulations. I will reach out to you after the show for a sample for the next round. And actually, with that in mind, I am also going to mention that I am going to leave the beat challenge number 3 open instead of cutting it off at the 2-week mark. So because there are so many more rappers than there are producers in here right now, And we are still trying to get, people coming over from the old subreddit, people coming over from other corners of the internet to try and participate. I think that instead of having a hard cutoff for the beat challenges, basically I'll try and aim for 2 weeks. And if we don't have like 3, 4, 5 entries by the time we hit the 2 week mark, then I'll just, I'll leave it open. And then I'll add it to whatever show, whether there's like about 4 or 5 entries. Hopefully that won't need to happen. Hopefully I will be able to get at least 4 or 5 entries into each of the beat challenges moving forward, but on the off chance that I don't, that's what I've decided to do. Just to make it, more fun for you guys so you actually have someone to go up against. But for now, we are giving our flowers to our boy, Jester, you/Uncle Deed It on the subreddit. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much for participating. Getting fucking ethereal in this bitch. It's wet. I would rap on this if there wasn't latency with the microphone. This shit is hard. How do you have these horns panned? This is fucking wild. Oh shit. We metamorphosized them. I agree with AD, the beat is hard. And I also agree with everybody else. AD, keep doing what you do. We love having you in here. Yo, Jester, you gotta drop some fucking knowledge about how you're mixing these, man. This sounds clean. AD, you can have as many fucking features from me as you want, dog. You send me whatever, and I will give you everything that you need. Man, you want to start dropping those on your SoundCloud and showing those to your homies? I'm down, 100%. You got video evidence of me saying that too. Give our flowers to our boy Jester in here. So ethereal. It's such a wave to this, man. I need a blunt for this. That's right, give him his flowers. Yeah, it's those horns, man. It's like the way they're panned too is it's the way they bounce back and forth in the headphones is very cool. I don't know if you guys are headphone listening. But, just giving it a second. It's fucking really nice. That's right. All right. That's our boy Jester. Hey, man, I'm just going to fucking come out and say thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating this week. Yeah, that's right. Take your flowers that we're throwing at you. You deserve each and every one of them, dog. Fucking go you, man. Shout out. I'm going to work on getting some more producers for you to go up against next round. Congratulations on the dub for this one. You stay with the fucking nutty fucking quality, dude. Yeah, man, you know what to do. We don't even need to, I won't even send the message reaching out. Just let me know what sample I'm using for the next beat challenge and you know what's going on. All right, guys. And for this week, that is all that we have for our entries. But this is also the most populated chat we've ever had. So I'm really, really hype to have so many of you guys tuning in week after week. I'm so happy to have so many of you guys participating week after week. It is very, very cool in here, to spend my mornings with you guys, to spend my other Saturday mornings with you guys, I love this hip hop shit. I absolutely love this hip hop shit. It's it's just really cool to have this community of consistent contributors who are all getting in here and hanging out and just shooting the shit, having a good time. And I love seeing better art come out of it every single week. So just to keep you guys in the loop, Cliff has been banging on about doing this podcast that me and him are talking about. He has been, trying to get on my ass to let's get this theorized. Let's get this going. So to everybody who's still chilling in the chat, I'm going to need y'all to go onto the subreddit, and I'm going to need you to go and find the introductions thread that I put on there. I was using that as a like a weekly self-promo kind of vibe. I just haven't made a new thread yet. So if you go on the subreddit and I haven't made a new thread yet, go drop something in that thread that you'd like me to play on me and Cliff's podcast that we're going to do. Because we're going to be giving feedback to those as well. If you don't want feedback, I'm going to ask that you just kind of don't submit for this one. I'm still down to do that other thing with the referrals, and then I can promo your shit and give you your couple seconds of ad time like it's fucking Hot Ones or whatever the fuck. But yeah, you guys just keep me in the loop. Let me know what we're doing. Drop some content in there for me and Cliff to go over, to chew over. Him and I are going to have a great time looking at that. And that goes for each and every person in here. But guys, for this week, that's going to be it. I really fucking appreciate you guys coming out. I really appreciate you guys consistently participating. I consistently giving it your all. It's a really cool community that we're building here, guys. And I'm making some really cool friends in you guys. So, hey, thank you so much for coming out. As always, my name is ZakNoC. Stay hydrated, subscribe, do all of the fucking, YouTube things, share the video. They stuff these under the live tab on the YouTube channel. So if you can't find it, it's under the live tab. Oh shit, I just kicked my camera. And you know what that means? It's time to get out of here, guys. It's time to get out of here. Thank you so much. My name is ZakNoC. Appreciate you coming out. Stay hydrated. I will see you for the next one. Peace.